Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Friends Podcast, man. Thank you so much for
Yep.
joining us again. If it's your first time, thank you for coming through and checking out
Yes,
what we
sir.
have to say today, man. Let me introduce myself. My name is Matt, and I'm here with my co-host.
My name is Rod, and this is the Friends Podcast. Make sure you check us out. We're streaming everywhere. That's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and YouTube. Also, check out our socials at the Friends Pod.
Yeah, man. Check us out. We're everywhere where you stream podcasts, man. So go ahead and check us out. Take a listen right quick to other episodes. But we'll start how we usually do. So what was going on with you this week?
Man, this week I took some time off since really Labor Day. Um, and then I went hiking. I went to the Deon Cole show. I don't know if y'all
Ah.
know who he is, but I know he did some writing on Black History, or he was in the show.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I know he did some shit with like some late night TV show as well. I think it
Mm-hmm.
was
I think so.
O'Brien or something like that. Um, but yeah, he was doing his Netflix special taping here at the King's Theater in Brooklyn, New York.
Okay.
It was a really great show. He was hilarious. He was there. Man, I don't even want to ruin the show. I just want y'all to check it out. But it was very close to home for him and included family and everything. So I feel like this particular Netflix special that he's working on right here is gonna be a special one, and people are gonna enjoy this one and laugh a lot. So
Okay. Pretty dope. Pretty dope. Yeah, I think he came up in Chicago, like that Chicago comedy scene with like Bernie Mac and Godfrey and all them. I think
yeah, I
Adele
believe
Givens.
so.
Was it
Like an
any
older
like
comedian.
yeah, yeah. Was it anybody opening for him or was it just him?
He had one opener that came out, warm up the crowd a bit, but really it was just him doing a very long set.
Okay,
It's like
okay,
a looks like he got like at least an hour for sure.
okay. That's what's up. Definitely got to
It's
check
gonna
that
be
out when it come
special.
out. No pun intended. Yeah. So man, with me, I mean, ain't shit been going on with me this week. I just got some new sneakers though. That's one of my things that I like to buy because I ain't used to get them when I was a kid. So I just like to buy that type of shit.
Why didn't you get him when you
Um,
was a kid?
my my
You have no shoes.
not the ones I wanted. Like my
What kind
parents
of
was not
shoes you had?
some bullshit, nigga. You remember them shits with the spinners on it? Them
The
Dadas with the
spinners on it.
spinners.
What year
You know,
was this?
this was like when I was in like sixth, seventh, eighth grade, probably seventh to eighth. You know
Okay,
when you
so it was
step,
out around that time. Okay.
yeah, you know what I'm talking about when you step and the spinner spin. Like I had them shits. I
Nah, I
had the
never heard of those.
I had the fake Fubu forces. I had
Fubu
what else I
forces.
had?
Yeah, the Fubu forces for sure.
Yeah, I had them hoes. I had a bunch of bullshit. I don't think I ever got them Starberries though. Like them shits was, oh my god, man. But
Mm.
but yeah, that's pretty much what I've been on. I went and got some new shoes today, two new pairs. So
So when was
kind of
your first good pair though? It
glad
couldn't
you
have been
asked.
all bad. Like you definitely had some birthdays
No,
and holidays.
never, never until I started buying them for myself, which when I was like 17 or 16. Got some cherry red 13. I might have got the Spizikes first. Then I got the cherry red 13s. And the crazy thing is, I had to hide them. Like I never took them in the house because I already knew like it was gonna be trouble if they knew that I bought them. So
I
like
knew what those looked like for sure.
yeah, yeah. So I had them. I used to just keep them in the trunk of my car. Go to school, put them hose on. It's over with.
What
But
about the clothes though? It was the same way.
I went on shit back then. Nigga. It was South Pole down to the socks. You feel me? Like South
That
Pole
and
shit.
bad shoes is crazy.
And I'm not lying though. I just went over my mama house this week and I seen them old ass South Pole hoodies. Like I was really wearing this bullshit, man.
So where did the fashion and everything come in and like sense of style? You just used to just look at shit and be like, man, one day when I like get my own bread, but like
I still don't got no sense of style though, for real. I'm just be throwing shit on at this point. But like that's just when I was in Alabama. Like that's just what
you don't think
niggas.
you was like that streetwear guy?
Yeah, it got to that. That probably came in like probably like senior year of high school. I was like, oh, okay, I want some streetwear type shit. Like we had a little boutique out there. I was like, let me go get some Stussy, get some. I think Pink Dolphin was hot at that time. Like, but before that, it was South Pole, Avery, anything JC Penney sold that was in like the black section. Yeah, I'm rocking that for sure. Looking bummy as hell, but
Yeah, I was looking trash.
what type of shit you was wearing back then? Like, what stores would y'all be going to?
Man, the thing was my pops would do a pretty good job of like making sure I looked all right.
Okay,
But me
okay.
personally, like at that time, I didn't give a fuck about clothes. Like I didn't care. Like I would literally throw on anything.
That's not a bad thing though.
Um, it definitely took me a bit of time. So I was like, all right, I gotta figure out how I want to dress. So
Girls definitely like a dude that could dress like. It's just one of those things you got to learn. Like either you got it and like your family on that and they make sure you do it, or
I don't even think it's about like for girls. It's just like what you want to dress as, like your own style, what you want to be represented as. Like once you get comfortable with that, like that's all that really matters.
yeah, no, that's true, that's true. But yeah, niggas was definitely on. But I don't. I mean, the South though. The South don't never got no style. Like they get styles like 5 years later anyway. So it was all bad
I
for
feel
me.
like the South come out with a lot of styles.
What?
Like when you think of
Like what?
Atlanta,
I wasn't in Atlanta
and
though. I was not in Atlanta at all.
man, it seemed like a lot of styles was getting taken out of Atlanta.
I mean, I don't know who started the skinny jeans shit. I feel like the skinny jeans shit was like the
Definitely not a New York nigga. That's definitely not.
definitely not. I feel like that was the Cali shit when they started doing the little jerking dance and shit. Nigga was wearing the skinny
Wasn't that
jeans.
Tiger?
Was Tiger in that? I think he might have been in that type shit, but
He looked
yeah,
like he the type of nigga who would do a jerk.
I'm pretty sure he probably was. But yeah, that I don't know what styles came from Atlanta.
Put
Like
your fitted hat to the back.
snapback. That's when the snapbacks like niggas not wearing snapbacks no more like that at all.
Hell no.
You don't even wear hats like that no more. I know. I remember you used to wear hats like back in the day,
I swear, I thought that was cold.
bruh.
Like when everybody, I literally grew a collection. I was like, man, look at this. Like I admired it for a second. Then one day I just woke up. I was just like, man, looked in the mirror. I was like, man, you don't even look good with a hat for real. Like, take that shit off. Like, you look stupid as hell, bro. Like,
Wait, what
what is you
happened with him?
doing, bro?
What you doing?
Like, I was just looking at myself. I was just like, man, I gotta take that shit off.
You just threw him away?
Nah, I got them, but I just put them in a bag.
I ain't gonna lie. I still got mine in the bag right behind me. I ain't
Yeah,
even gonna lie.
like I kept some, but a lot of them I just was like, I just tossed. But I'm like, I'm never wearing these ever again.
Yeah, you're not even no hat type of dude, like for real. Like some people, like they wear hats like all day.
Yeah, because they'd
Like,
be like, what am I getting the haircut for then?
yeah, like what's the point? What's the point for real? But
Like that shit covering like half my face. There's a problem. My face is the money maker. I can't put no hat over. I'm not putting the fold down. I'm not covering my eyes.
that's a good point. That's a good point right there. Yeah, I mean, I feel like niggas really only
It's a
wear it just to hide
package.
it. They hide their hairline for real. Like if you hide your hairline or you ain't got no cut, then you're gonna have to throw on a hat. But otherwise, like take that hat off, nigga.
Man, you ain't supposed to be wearing that shit in establishments anyway. Take that shit
Yeah,
off.
that's what they say. But yeah, man. I guess we can go ahead and get into our first topic here today. So I guess the first thing we want to talk about today is you had brought this article to me, and I thought this shit was kind of like I don't know. It just struck me. I feel like I heard a story like this recently, but let me go ahead and read the title for y'all folks. Damn, did I close out of it? Hold on, let me open this whole back up. So the title is Missouri Man Enters Stranger's Home Asking for Sex, Gets Arrested. So like man, we done talked about this shit on the pod before. Like it's just a lot of nasty shit going on. Like why I just think it's crazy to just walk in somebody's shit One unannounced, but then just
Wait,
two
wait, wait, wait. So you said Missouri man walked into a stranger's home and then he gets arrested.
after asking for sex. He
He
walked in.
he asked who for sex?
So let me tell you. So it says when the woman asked who he was, Robinson allegedly asked if she wanted to have sex with him. Like he ain't even. He started from the jump. He was just like, "Boom, we this is what we doing." And then so the woman told him no, but he stayed in the apartment and continued to ask questions.
It's crazy that it was a stranger. Like he randomly walked to someone's house and felt so bold to just ask a woman in her home, "Hey, you want to have some sex like in your own crib?"
Like what? And the fact that I feel like with these type of situations, he probably had to case it out. Like he probably been watching her, probably knew she was alone, and the girl was 18 or is 18 years old. So it's like, man, like that's really some,
18 years old? Shit.
yeah,
I'm scared for ladies out here.
man, for real.
Fucking weirdos.
He's I don't think it says his age on here, but he definitely look like he could be 18 or 19, 20, something like that. But
I'm thinking,
regardless, like
was he on drugs or he was completely sober doing this?
I don't know if you sober doing this shit, like you definitely need to go to the mental hospital today.
You gotta
Like,
go. Like, no, you gotta go to jail. Like, throw away the key. Like, it's a wrap.
wait. I know this. Okay, this shit says he's currently in jail on $100 cash only bond.
No,
What?
nobody better pay that shit either.
He can pay it. He should be able to pay that shit. You can get $100 now. This has to be a typo. This says $100 cash only bond.
I'm mad they said the price on it.
That's crazy. It's supposed to be 100,000, maybe. I
That's
don't know.
petty.
Like what? Because if it's 100,000, ain't it 10%? So you only got to pay $10.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that's how bonds work, depending on what kind of bond you get.
Maybe he don't got nobody to call. Oh.
Right, right. But and then it also says that he faces between 5 and 15 years in prison on each charge if he is convicted. So yeah, that got to
Yeah.
be 100,000. So regardless, this shit just it's just like, man, these are things when
Throw
I
away
hear,
the key.
yeah, at this point, like, and when I hear stories like this, these are things that's just like I can't even. It's unfathomable that somebody would even think this shit okay to do. But it's just really it
Weirdo.
makes me yeah, it's weird, but it makes me realize how big the world is because like this shit is so far from my perspective on like what's okay, but he was okay with this. Like I don't even know what to say anymore. Like it's
Man, think about it. If that was your daughter,
man,
that's a different topic. You know what kind of mindset the father would be like? What, like somebody randomly walked into your daughter's crib and politely asked her for some pussy and pet her cat?
pet the cat. Why did he pet the cat though? Like that's the thing.
He did all that?
That's
Like
how I know. That's how I know he mentally ill. You pet the cat, bro. For what?
he pet the pussy cat and he
The
asked for
cat.
some pussy?
Crazy. He
This
really
guy.
did.
you got you gotta ask it for something to eat, like after you do all that, like
Yeah. Something. Like you can't leave. No, no. Let me not say that. Let me not say that. I'm gonna have
this
to cut
nigga
that
you,
part out.
like after the point, like once you go to 100, like there's no going back.
It's really not though. Like you got to leave with a sandwich or something.
I just can't imagine her response. Like what? Like what? Excuse me? Like who are you? Like
Yeah, cause he stayed and asked questions. Like, what type of shit was he asking her for real?
just looking at you straight in the face, like asking you the weirdest question, like can I have sex? Like what? Oh my god! I'd be like, that's weird. I'd be like, I'm kind of shivering. Got the goosebumps and shit. Like, what if like I can't even imagine. Like I've seen stories where like Chris Brown be like, woman just be in this house
Yeah,
and he
yeah,
just show up. It'd be like I can't even fathom someone randomly in my home in my space. Like how do you even live there anymore? It's like you got to move after that.
Yeah, it's like having a ghost in there or something. Like it's some unwanted entity. Like I don't know this, and this is why I'm a proponent of like women. Sometimes I got to get them guns too, because it is crazy motherfuckers out here that do weird shit like this and even weirder shit. That some people. I'm just glad that in this situation that he ain't forced himself on her because it could have went a totally different way. But like
Why don't anyone ever say like you need to go take some classes and learn some martial arts or things like that, or protection classes, security classes? Why is it immediately like, oh, y'all gotta go get a gun? Why is it always the extreme?
I mean, that's a good question. I mean, I feel like I mean, especially in America, there's so many people with gun that have guns that you really never know what the what the person has. Like maybe you could try to pull out some martial arts shit, but if they got a gun, they ending all that shit. They'll pistol whip you and it's over with. So it's like
Are you willing to take someone's life? Like, I feel like that's a question that like people gotta ask when they buy a weapon. The possibility of it. Like, I'm just saying in general. I'm not specifying like anybody in particular. It's like that's the question when I feel like when people buy a gun, they should have that kind of mind state. Are you willing to end someone's life
I I feel like I shouldn't answer this on
if
a
you're doing it for
podcast.
protection rather than hunting? Of course.
I mean, yes, of course I am. It's not even a question to me. Like if it's like no, yes, like I am. I'm ready. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like and not even on no on no shit like that. But like I'm if I feel like I need to defend myself and I feel like somebody threatening my life, my family's life, anything like that. I mean, I ain't gonna go for the kill shot. I guess
You strap?
that's a good question. I don't want to let these podcast folks know if I'm strapped or not because that just bring issues. But no, I'm not. I don't have no gun. No, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I don't have a gun. At this very moment, I probably should just for. I mean, I'm not worried about nobody coming. Like I'm not even on that type of time. But you really just never know. Like people walking in people's homes.
Yeah, she wasn't ready either.
That's what I'm saying. Like she would have probably. I mean, maybe she does have some in the home. Maybe her pops got some, but she probably didn't know that she needed it. But I don't know. That's not a life you want to live though, where you got to keep your finger on the trigger and try to you know and fear for your life. Every waking moment. But you got to be ready when it's time. So we can go ahead and get off of that topic right now. Let's kind of go into this next topic that we want to talk about today.
Let's do it.
You brought another article to the table
All
as
right.
well about
I'm looking like the article guy.
yeah. So I mean, yeah, seemed like it, but
We have to make this like a segment.
what
Me coming up with articles.
the article guy?
Nah, that can't. That's definitely not the name.
That's not the title.
That's not the name. Maybe we need y'all to like. What name should I have? What name should Rod have?
Yeah, let us know. Let us know for sure. So yeah, the article that that the article guy brought up today is so this is the title. Jana Hocking. So this is like it's like an actual like an editorial, I think, or something like it's basically from her perspective, but it's called "I Joined Field," which is an app, but quit the threesome app when a childhood friend found me on it. Um, so yeah, this was news to me. I didn't know that there was a threesome app. Like it's kind of like similar to Tinder or Hinge or Bumble and things like that. So that kind of struck me as crazy. I guess when you first saw the story, like what made you feel like, oh, this is something I want to talk about?
When I first saw it, my reaction, I was shocked by the title. It interests me. Maybe was like, oh, let me read about this article because it's kind of like a blog post and her perspective on it. Um,
So you said something about you ain't know that it was an app like this, like they existed. But it seemed like it's not just for threesomes. It's probably it's for people that like getting pissed on or people that like getting tied up or group sex. Not even just threesomes, like orgy type shit.
yeah, it's for
So
sex positive people.
yeah, like fetish, yeah, sex positive app for fetishes and
Yeah,
shit like that.
you
So
call
I
it the
think it's
fetishes, but it could just be for love. Um,
what? Nah, if you on field looking for love, that's crazy.
Why is that
That's crazy.
crazy? Like everybody relationship ain't the same. You got something against group partners? Like you can't love multiple people? Like polygamists aren't valid to you?
That's another
Genderless is not valid to you?
that's another conversation for another podcast. But I mean, no, I think I'm cool with people having open relationships. That's fine.
You're that guy, huh?
But I don't feel like this is the app to find that though.
You're that guy.
I'm not at all.
I
But
feel like if anybody with an opinion against LGBTQ community right now, they
wait, who
gotta
said that?
I thought that's what you were referring to. That's
No,
what
no,
you were
no, no,
getting
no,
at.
no,
I
no,
don't
no,
know.
no, no, no. Wait, what did I say? Oh, no, no, definitely not. No, I'm just saying, if it's people that want to do the open relationship thing, I'm cool with that. That's fine. But I don't think this is the app for that though. I feel like I don't know how you meet somebody to be in an open relationship with. I really don't know. I really don't feel like it's an app. I don't know, but I don't know. I think it's interesting though. I think I probably wouldn't sign up. I ain't got no fetishes or nothing like that, so I'm good. But
You don't want no threesomes, or you wouldn't want to be involved in no group sex, or maybe
nah,
you do. I don't know your life.
nah, I'm good. I'm good on group shit. A threesome would be interesting. I used to not want to, but I kind of want to though. I kind of want to at this
Okay.
point, just to see what it's like though.
It don't matter like who's in the threesome, just as long as three people there.
Nah, if anything, it would be male and two females. Like
If
what they call
anything,
that?
but you wouldn't mind if it was something else though.
Nah, I would mind. I would definitely mind. Like I just that's just what I see for myself. I would rather do like two girls with me. But I'm not saying nothing about nobody else that want to do anything else. That's just what I feel like. If I ever did, that's kind
Nah,
of
I
the type
mean
of shit I
like,
would do.
yeah, I guess
Why
that's kind of.
you would do like two males and a female? Well, I don't know if you can
I
speak
feel
on
like you gotta be body conscious and stuff.
what you mean
Like because like dudes like subconscious don't want to look at another man's shit.
yeah. I mean, but what is porn though? Like you watching another
Good
dude fuck a
point.
girl. You know what I mean? So
Good
it's like
point.
I don't know. But for me, it's just not something like maybe if I was interested in that type of like I don't even want to get into all this shit. But if I was interested in that type of porn, like maybe, but it's just
Hmm.
not my thing personally. But more power to the people that that partake in those type of things. But so it's funny about this article though because so it sounds like she lasted an hour on the app and then she found somebody that she knew and I guess they went out on a date and he brought it up. He was like, "Oh yeah, I saw you on this app," and so she was like, "Nah, I can't ever use it again." I don't know. I just feel like that's weird though. I feel like it's weird to be on a date and be like, "Oh, I saw you on this app." Like that's just not. It
I
just
don't
speaks
think
to.
that's really that weird. Like I would want to know if I was to. Hey, I mean, I see last time I seen you anywhere, and then now we're here in front of each other, out and about. Hey, I saw you on this. Like it might be a conversation starter. It don't. You don't really know how someone's gonna take it, in particular.
Yeah, it could be a conversation starter. Like
But why do you think it's like weird to do it? Maybe you're thinking about it differently.
I just think it's just weird. One of them things like where it's like, well, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, like, so what if I don't know, one of your homeboy was like, "Oh, I seen your Instagram post." Like, is that different? I don't know if that's different. Like, an app is really an app. You know what I mean? We just use them for different things. So I guess if I look at it like that, maybe it's not that weird. But I'm just
Yeah,
saying
if
I
you
would
be
never.
more broad, but since it's like attached to like a dating app, that's why it
Right.
feels weird.
Yeah. That's not why it feels. Well, is that why it feels? I don't know. It just.
That's
What I'm
why I
saying
think you're
is.
getting that, but
What I'm
you let me
saying
know.
is. It's weird that to be on a date like you. So the thing is, what that happened with this situation, according to the article,
Was it a
is
date or was it just like people who know each other going out and
so.
hanging out?
So it looks
A
like
group.
so. Let me go ahead and read it from the article. So she made the account And the next day, a guy followed her on Instagram that she knew from like way back in the day. Like the next day after she deleted the app, and after that, they organized to meet for a drink, and they met like the next day after that. So like 2 days afterwards. So I guess it was kind of a date. You know, they organized it, but it wasn't through the app. It was
Yeah,
through Instagram because he
and they
followed her.
already knew each other before.
Yeah, they had been new. They had been new each other. So I mean, but it was just
Well,
one of the things that he brought
rekindled.
up. Yeah, yep, they rekindled that type thing. So it's like it was one of the things that he brought up in conversation while they was out drinking and things like that.
Oh,
Which I think,
I wonder was she upset about that? Like maybe she just like, oh, I guess for her to mention it in the post, she was like, that's weird, or she felt like it was something that people want to be like question or debate about.
well, so it says that he worked up the courage to mention he had seen my profile on Field and loved that I
She
was
read it. She wrote
experimental.
it as he worked up the courage.
Yeah,
Okay, then yeah, she felt the way by the question.
yeah,
Then
and she said, "Oh God," meaning she did not fuck with that shit at all. But it's just not something I'll bring up. Like if I seen you, I'm just going,
yeah, because you know it's probably something she don't want to really talk about.
not really, unless you want to talk about it with you. But if she don't want to talk about it with you, then it's not like you know what I mean? Like she don't want you to bring this shit up. That's why I would never bring it up on a date. Oh, we rekindling our shit, and this the first thing I like, or this one of the things I bring up.
I feel the vibes on that. Like for you to bring that up, it's like y'all must not be talking about shit. Like y'all
Right.
conversation must be snoozeville. Like, like bro, that's what I'm thinking. Like for it to get to that point, it's like man, y'all about to go home. Y'all about to call this Uber.
He said he loved that she was experimental. So yeah, he was trying to get it popping. I think that's really what it was. He was trying to like, okay, I seen you on there, so what you trying to do? Type shit. Like,
On day one though, like this nigga is a wild boy. First date rekindling what we when we used to talk to each other was like, I saw you. And this for sex positive people. Hey, actually, she was on an app that was for sex positive. She had a whole profile. She built that shit up. Like everybody on there is like on that type of time though.
yeah,
So maybe he thought like it's already like a niche app. So maybe he was like she must be on that type of time. Like hey, like she might be sex positive. So maybe that's why he might have been months of the curse, but like, hey, let's go out for a drink.
right,
Because he
right.
was
That's
like,
why he
oh,
followed her.
yeah, he was like, oh, like I see you was on the app. Like, hey,
Yeah. What if she had some crazy shit
we
on there?
should we
Like,
should
yeah,
hang out. Like,
yeah, I like no, I ain't gonna say no crazy shit, but I don't know. Like, all in all, I just think the shit is just strange that he would bring it up. It's not something I would do. I get if
it
he was
seemed
trying to like make
predatory.
something happen. Yeah, a little bit. It do seem a little. I mean, a little. It's a little strange to bring up. Like, I don't know. That's one of the things, man. Like, I was just watching some shit called like it's a TLC show. Let me see what the title is. It's about virgins. The Virgin Diaries. And it was this 134-year-old dude, and like it was just like the way he was spitting game to this girl was just so cringy. Like a lot of dudes really don't realize how cringy and how much they talking themselves out
So
of
as
it.
an older man, I'm talking to a younger woman, or were they the same age?
It was like a 34-year-old dude, and then I don't know how old the girl was. She was definitely like at least 28 or something like that. But
Okay, I guess when I hear the name Virgin Diaries, I'm like, oh man, it's like a teen old person. But
no,
all
no,
right,
he yeah, he was 34, but or 32 maybe, I don't know. But regardless, yeah, his
they're
game
both
was just
single.
yeah. She willingly came to his basement. He lived in his mom's basement. First off,
It's a dating show.
it's not a dating show. It just
It's a
documents the
drama
life.
show.
It's like a reality show. It documents the life of a adult virgin basically. Um,
So they have a house like real world,
no,
and
no,
it's
no,
like a
no, no, no.
virgin and some I don't
They
know.
go to his house and they follow him around basically.
They follow a virgin around the house. Like oh,
Yeah, yo, honestly, this shit was crazy. Like this nigga lived with his mom, right? And live in his mom's basement.
you dead ass.
He takes his mom to the club to scout girls, and his mom had a shirt on that said like "mom," like what is it, wingman? It was like wing mom on her shirt, and they went to the club like that.
He 40.
32, 34, something like
Oh,
that.
32,
Yeah.
32,
Still
34.
though, I'm
Dead
never
ass
taking my
though.
mom to the club to look for girls. What? What type of shit is that? But all I'm saying is niggas got. I mean, I ain't saying I got game like that, but I
No,
know a
it's like
couple
at that point, it's like, why don't he just go pay? Like go
things.
overseas and like he can find someone.
I mean, he was on some religious shit too. Like he was a Mormon, so he was on some like, oh, I just want it to be special and like all that type of shit. So
Yeah,
he
he
not
might.
doing that.
I don't know. Go overseas, find someone special.
For the 40 ball, maybe the 20. But all right, we done talked about that enough. Let's kind of get into this next topic.
I feel only thing he needs that one time to pop his cherry, he'll turn cool. Like everything about his life will just change in that one moment.
You think so? I don't know.
I think that moment changed a lot of people.
I feel like the nigga will still be a dweeb though. Like if you a 32-year-old virgin, you still gonna be a dweeb when you lose your virginity. To me.
I don't know. Like I guess I still view him like as a child. Like if you like you that old, like I feel like you just at this point like you just childish. Like there has to be like you're just not mature enough to hold like a conversation or hold intimacy with another person or either that or you're mentally ill.
Bro, I
Like
really want
I'm
you to
just gonna
watch this
I
shit.
don't
Like
know.
you have to see how he was acting. He was a converse like he could talk. He definitely be talking to him, but it's the shit that he be saying that be like, oh, you think that's it? That's not it, my boy. Like
Hmm.
it's some crazy shit
What's some
that he was
examples?
saying. So like he had a t-shirt. He has a t-shirt that he brings everywhere, right? It says like um it says like I didn't get anything
No,
or
not that. Like
oh,
I don't want the antics. I'm like,
okay, okay.
does he actually walk up to anyone and say anything? Like what does he say?
Well, so at the club, his mom found the girl, pointed her out. He
The
went up.
mom finds the girl and brings him over to the girl.
No, pointed her out. He pointed her out,
He
and she was
points
like,
like she physically points someone out for him.
"Yeah." She was like, "Oh, she looks like a nice girl."
Okay.
And so he went up to her. He was like,
He
"Hey, do you
walks
want to
over
dance?"
there,
He
right?
walks over by himself
Okay.
and was like,
Okay.
"Oh, right, right. Okay. That's a step. That's a step." He was like, "Oh, can I? May I have this dance?" So
All
he
right,
did
boy.
that.
Like, all right. That's the old man style. Like, okay, okay.
No, he didn't say it like that. He said, "Oh, do you want to dance or some shit like that?"
That's elementary. What like I said, he like a child, like middle school, but
No, but
back in the fucking 70s, his time, that's what they used to say, I
but
guess.
let me tell you where he fucked up though. So they danced maybe for like a song, maybe even not even a
What
full
kind of
song.
song was it?
It was like one of them country bar type shit. Like
Oh, okay. Perfect.
yeah, yeah. But like
You ain't got no dance in
so
no country bar for real.
but dead ass, he was like, "Hey, do you want to meet my mom?" Who want to meet your mom right now? Like that's I don't know. It was just some crazy shit that I. It's one of the
What
things
you
where you
think he should have
watch.
said? Like, you want to meet my friend?
They
Because they did come together. Like,
did.
so it's like at some point, it may, like, you don't think on the way out, like, she gonna let back. It'd be like, who was that? Why is he with that old lady? Like,
Right. No, but it was so weird. I'm gonna get up to this after I talk about this part. Like, so he was trying to ask for a kiss at the end of the date, and like that shit.
date.
She
I
was
thought you said he just met someone at a bar.
no, but I'm skipping parts. But he went to a party that they threw a party for him because he's single. They was trying to have him meet girls, so they had a party specifically for him. So he met a girl there that he liked, and they had a date. So at the end of the date, he was trying to kiss the girl, and um, so she was like, you can kiss me on the cheek, automatic L. And he was like, no, but I
Nah,
really
that's not that bad. Like on your first date or whatever.
no, but let me tell you what the L was. The fact that he was still trying to press it. He was like, no, but I don't want to kiss on the cheek. Like,
He said that.
please. He was like, please. Like, the nigga was begging for a kiss, bro. Like, that shit was crazy. And the craziest part was his mom was standing right there in the hallway, like watching them smiling. Like, oh God. Oh God. I was like, this shit is crazy. Like, I really want you to watch this, bro. Like, this shit was so crazy. I'm like, this cannot be life, dog. Like, this shit is
Oh my
crazy.
god, man, the mom ain't right.
Watching, she was sitting there just looking at him, like just smiling. Man, that shit was so
Like she gets
crazy.
so much entertainment out her son. I could tell.
No, she I don't
Like
know
that's
if it's
her
that.
joy. Like that's literally her joy in heart.
Yeah, probably so,
It's
something
like
like
I
that.
really bred this weird ass kid. Like
Right.
this is hilarious.
She probably weird too, to be honest. But that's just how he was kicking it that day. But all right, let's go ahead and get into these uh to this love and hate game that we got for y'all folks. So we kind of talk about three different singles that we heard throughout the week or recently. If we love it, love every aspect of it, we say love. If we hate the verse, hate the beat, hate anything about it, we gotta say hate. No in between. So let's go ahead and get into this first one. First one I got for you is let's talk about Crazy Tings by Tim's. Love or hate?
Man, this is not a new song at all. Uh, I think it was from her last project, 2021, around that time.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really good song. I just want to bring highlight to it. Check it out. But um, it's one of those songs that like I keep finding myself going back to. So Crazy Things, Tim's. All right, so the
Okay.
first song I got for you here is Glorilla FNF remix featuring Big Lotto and JT and No Limit Money Man.
Oh no, that's the next song.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just Big Lotto and JT. But yeah, shout out Glorilla, man. Shout out Glorilla. I can't even talk. Um, Definitely one of the new cool lady rappers out of Memphis coming up right now. The original song hard as hell, just originally just off just GP. Like this shit is just hard as hell. But I think with Big Lotto and JT adding their voice to it, it just I just love to see the female rap camaraderie. I love to see it. It was already a hit. I think this remix probably gonna get played a lot too, just because they was JT and Lotto was talking their shit on there.
I'm seeing a lot of lady collaborations. It looks good though.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Like I see they had a song with Nicki Minaj, JT,
Hmm.
for some new song that's out right now. I
Yeah, I
should
was just about to say, is it Super Freaky Girl or something
Yeah,
like that?
Super Freaky Girl. I was like, damn, I should know that. But yeah, Super Freaky Girl remix, it looks like. Or
Hmm.
Queen mix. It's dope.
Yeah, man. You love to see it. You love to see it. So yeah, definitely love on that one. So the next song I want to ask you about today for love and hate. Let's talk about "One Time" by Nav, featuring Don Toliver and Future. Love and hate.
So I only gave this like a quick ass listen because it just came out from his new project, Diamonds. No, Demons Protected by Angels. Um, he got a lot of features on this project. I see Bryson Tiller, Babyface Ray, Gunna. And he's in. Unfortunately, he's in jail right now. Don
Hmm.
Toliver, Travis Scott, and Future. So and Lil Uzi Vert. So a bunch of features from his friends. It looks like from like his class and where he started off at. So that's good to see the support. He's still around, people still working. So I
Hmm.
went ahead and gave this track in particular a listen. One time feature Future. It wasn't sounding bad. Like I was surprised by the sound of it, but I wasn't mad at it. It was a good bop. Like I said, I only gave it one listen, so uh, I'm gonna go and say love for now, but I might change my mind down the road. But I'm gonna go with love.
Okay, okay.
All right,
Yeah, people
so
people be giving him shit for no reason. Like I understand why people say he trash, but I think he's kind of decent.
yeah, he decent. Like I seen him live.
Oh, for real?
I didn't know that I was going to see him though. I went to a Schoolboy Q concert
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
and he was opening up, and man, it was the crowd there was just not feeling Nav like that. It was
Damn,
maybe
for
just
real?
like the first couple front rows, but other than that, everybody else was kind of just sitting down, drinking, talking to each other.
Cause that's two different worlds too, though. Like,
It was the Fox Theater, I think.
oh, for real.
Yeah, that
So
bitch
maybe
was empty too.
maybe Detroit is not fucking with Nav. I don't know.
Yeah, I got free tickets too to that bitch.
That's crazy.
it was during the week show, so that could have led into it, maybe promotion, whatever. But
That was the
uh,
Crash Talk tour.
yeah, it was dope though. I mean, I fuck with Schoolboy Q, so it was good to see him out there. Like, appreciate them tickets. It was
Yeah,
dope.
yeah. The album was not it though. That's probably why nobody was there.
Yeah, that performance wasn't it either. So let's go ahead into this next track. Uh, you said this was the other track that I kind of went too far on. No Limit, Money Man. Money Man, the crypto guy and business venture rapper.
hmm
At least that's what I know him for, at least. Not for his music, but
Yeah, Money Man, Key Glock, Blue, and Babyface Ray. I mean, the songs. I fuck with Key Glock. Like I fuck with his music heavy. Babyface Ray is super dope too.
yeah, he got a song with Megan Thee Stallion. I saw like that a video.
Oh yeah, that was on her album. Yep, yep, yeah. I think it was on her album. Pretty sure.
I saw a clip on like, floating around somewhere.
Yeah, but I mean, all these people. I don't really listen to Blue like that. But Money Man. I dabble a little bit in his music. Of course, Ray and Key Glock. I definitely fuck with their music. But this song was just not it for some reason. I don't know what it was. It just didn't. It didn't. When people be trying to make a hit and you trying to make like a song that's just like super fire, like it just didn't all the way connect for me like that. I didn't really like the way Babyface Ray was flowing on that shit.
Where'd you
Um,
find this record? And
like
where
how did I
were
find
you?
out about it?
Yeah, like when you saw this record, where were you? And where'd you see it at?
That's a good question. So I was actually leaving work, and Spotify will tell you like, oh, this person released a new album or a new single, and I saw this and I said, oh, I gotta click this shit. Like, I fuck with all these people. So I listened to it on the way from work. It was the first song I played in the car.
That's the
On
best
the
feeling though, right there.
Yeah, and it was the weekend too.
I ain't got no Spotify, but I got Apple Music.
Oh, so does Apple Music do that too?
They definitely they suggest shit. Yeah,
Okay, okay, okay. But yeah, this was like the first song I listened to after leaving work, like in the car, speeding home. So I'm like, damn, like okay, this should be good, but it just wasn't. It wasn't good. Um, it was cool. I
damn.
think I added it to my playlist, but like, beat is interesting for sure. Chorus is
Bad
pretty
songs
good.
never get added to my playlist. If I don't like the shit, it's a wrap.
Well, sometimes it's something that you like about it that might be inspiring. Like I like the beat a lot. I like what they did with that, and I like the chorus. So I don't know. Like, so for me, I'm like, okay, let me add it just for some inspiration. Maybe it'll spark an
Okay.
idea. Anyway, let me go ahead and move into your last one. So let's
Oh, I
talk.
know what I want to talk about
Oh yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
before we move on. I know I kind of went on to a little tangent about the crypto because there was this funny story when I was out about in an Uber. This guy, um, probably from overseas somewhere, but definitely he had a typical New Jersey Uber driver dude. Um, he starts talking about crypto and stuff and like asking me about NFTs and if I have any NFTs and how much money he's made so far, how many NFTs he really got.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like literally, he had like a phone full of like NFTs that he bought. He was talking about OpenSea, Ethereum, a little about the news about the Ethereum merge that's about to happen, where they're gonna completely change from um, trade from proof of work to proof of stake. So they're making that transition so they can be more energy efficient
Mm-hmm.
because staking you don't need to mine anymore.
Right. Yeah.
So that's a big shift for them. Normally, crypto companies like that and platforms that are out like this, it's not typical to see or really ever see like a proof of work turn to proof of stake. Normally, you got to start off as proof of stake before, or you start off at proof of work. You really don't change like that. So
Yeah. That's big.
yeah, I can understand why there were so many hiccups and why there's so many delays over the years. And finally, it seems like they're reaching a point where they're gonna get tested on this or get at least seeing some type of progress. I'm excited to see at least.
No,
Um,
for sure.
but yeah, I mean, he was talking a little bit about that, and that's just a little bit of that things that I read up on, and I'll be checking out. Um, Man, he was showing these pictures on his phone like ridiculous, like little monkeys. He was like, "Yeah, I got this. This is mine. This shit right here is only like 1,500." It was literally like a cartoon picture. I'm like, man, really? Like it's ridiculous. Like how much like you a grown man, like 40 years old, like with a clip art in your phone talking about like this is 1,500 and I'm holding on. And like I
Bruh.
keep buying them. It's just so crazy, but it's like, hey, this is the future.
Is it though?
This is now. Maybe it's not the future. This is now. That's
Um,
probably the best way. Like entities, like the idea that a picture like that can be priced that high is ridiculous to me. Um,
like a
because
JPEG.
I don't see like the value in it, I guess. But
I
hey,
don't.
they be saying like art is really like a digital art form, and hey, when you think about it like that, hey, you can't put a price on art, really. I mean, at least that's what they're doing. So
But let me take it here though. Okay, boom. So if I'm an artist, right, and I paint something, right, I paint it, and so it's the original work, like it's right there. You can feel the paint, all that shit. That's that. But then even if you make a print of it, that devalues it. You know what I mean? So it's like if you even take it down to like, oh, this is a picture in my phone. What is the value of that for real though?
okay, I hear you, but I feel like you can't look at it as like that old form of art anymore. Um, like even today, like they have like all these ads are flown around for those original pieces. Like you can actually buy stock into it, into art pieces. So you
Yeah,
own like a piece of that art,
of the NFT art or just regular art?
just like regular art. Like you can own some art,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
but like you can get like a stock. You own a percentage of it, and it kind of they say art grows more exponentially than a lot of stocks or
for sure.
and bonds or whatever.
Yep, yep,
So it could
yep,
be
yep,
a good investment or whatever. So when you look about that like that way, then that is kind of like the digital way that things seem to be moving towards. But also, I would compare more or less to like digital art today, because if they're not using a typical hand stroke, they're making it on a computer
right.
and they're saying, "Hey, this is my artwork," and it's still like their piece.
It's dope, but I'm just saying, like it look. I can screenshot it and have the same picture for free though. You know what I mean?
It's
That's
illegal
where
though. Like they have like IP and property of it, so they can sue you.
that's what I was about to ask you. Like, is it what's the safeguards on that? Like to make sure that I can't do that. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
That
they
makes
own
sense.
it, so like you can't use it at all. And if you do, they have the right to sue you.
Okay, so that's a good thing. So now I learned something. So that's I'm a little bit more comfortable with it now. Um,
Yeah, it made me start to think. I was like, because right now I just don't see the real purpose of NFT. So I mostly just keep collecting crypto coins over time. Like I get a little bit here and there, whether it's down or up. Like I just buy a little bit here and there for
mhm.
like for the because I really believe in the projects and I believe in like the future of it. So that's just me personally.
Yeah,
But
I think it could pop for sure. Like more than it already has. It's looking down right now, but
yeah, he said he bought his like literally his vehicle he bought with his crypto.
okay.
And he said his friend he have like those the popular monkeys that everybody all
Bored
the
apes.
rappers said. Yeah, he said his friend had like 10 of them when they first came out, like 250 each.
Hmm.
And he's like, yeah, he sold like a few of them and bought like a $600,000 home.
Man,
Like he
boy, if I
said,
had a time machine,
right? That made
oh
me.
god.
That's when he said was stuff like that, and the car that the Uber that he had. I'm like, it's a nice ride and shit, and like that. Show me all the NFTs he had, and his
Hmm.
friend got some bored apes like before it really popped. I'm like, shit,
That's like winning the lottery for real.
man. That's what people think. People think it's the lottery,
It
but
is because whoever would have thought, like 2 years ago, who would have thought, or 5 years maybe, who would have thought that you could sell a bored ape online, a picture of a bored ape, and get $600,000? Who would have thought? So let's go ahead and get into this next song. Let me bring up this one for you, which is "Show Me How" by Men I Trust. Love or hate?
man, this song and this sample is real dope. Um, I'm really messing with this track. I don't know where I found this. It was just kind of just randomly popped up, and I like looked it up, and I was like, man, I've been listening to it all week. But it's a real dope song, so check it out. It's more popish too, so it's not like hip hop R&B. Um,
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of like indie shit, like indie rock or like alternative rock or something like that.
yeah, but it has a cool little vibe. Good listen.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's go ahead into your last track here by Meek Mill, Early Mornings.
Man, Meek Mill is back. I didn't expect to be this excited about a Meek Mill song in 2022, but yeah, yeah, he snapped. He back to yelling. He back to talking his shit, just his hot shit. Like he just back. I don't know, super dope record.
He got his deal too, I think.
Oh, for real?
I think he finally have a favorable position.
Okay, okay.
I hope so, at least for him.
All I'm gonna say is if he drop a whole album of songs that sound like this, I'm definitely fucking with that. Like this shit will sounded really good. It could have just been I only listened to it one time, so it could just be like me just excited to hear some good Meek. It's been a minute since I heard like him, in this form. But man, it was super dope track,
I
dope
gotta
beat. He
hear
was
that
talking
shit
shit.
because I haven't heard it. I
Yeah,
haven't
yeah.
see. He's not one I really like search for anymore. But
Me
now that you're
either.
telling me, I'm like, I might check it out now.
Yeah, it came across my desk and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have to take a look at this one. So
That's
yeah, it's
dope to
super
hear
dope.
though.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, guess without further ado, we can go ahead and get up out of here. I guess we can do highlights if we got them. Do you have anything to highlight today, or?
Yeah, I want to highlight Deon Cole. I mentioned him earlier. Very dope comedian, black comedian. The show in Brooklyn was really great performance. Can't wait to see it in the future. What about you?
I actually made a playlist of like my favorite samples. Of the songs that I've heard, just in general. I got 12 songs right now, and one of them is Black Ivory's "You and I," which is the sample for I think it's sampled a couple times, but I know Q-Tip sampled it in Getting Up. Um, I can't remember any other songs right now, but shout out to Black Ivory, You and I. Go check that one out, folks. But other than that, man, we can go ahead and get up out of here, man. We didn't gave the people what they wanted. So thank you so much for listening to the Friends Podcast, man. We thank you, for coming and checking us out. So
Yes, sir.
we out.
Peace and love.